Hi, Jackie here, sharing a layout for A Little Magpie using Simple Stories Fun Time Collection. For this layout, as usual, I'm using mainly the 6x8 pad. I'm using two 6x4 photographs, which I had printed from, I think it was free prints. I've had them years, so these photographs were taken in 2022, and I just want to try and get my Disney album from 2022 finished. So there's a couple of photographs still left for me to do. So what I'm going to do is start by cutting the star paper down. I think I trimmed it to 7 inches, so 7x12. Before I do all that, I'm just going to back these two photographs together, but leave a small gap in between onto some white cardstock and leave a white border behind. I also found just in my scraps a piece of orange, a strip of orange that I will use like a border. Yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. So it was I must have torn it off one of my other layouts. So one side is torn and the other side is straight. So I used the straight side underneath. So I'd already tore these two pattern papers out, and I thought, well, I might as well use them on here. So I'm just going to use the whole sheet of the 6x8 piece, as you can see, and this is the piece of paper I was telling you about. So it's an orange polka dot, sorry, and I've just used the straight edge underneath. It's not often that I scrap with, not often that I scrap with 6x4 photographs, and definitely not often I scrap with two 6x4 photographs. So I thought my layout was going to be very blocky, but after I've added all the embellishments towards the end, it doesn't look very, very blocky. So I'm quite pleased how it turned out. So I am just going to use a couple of these form phrase stickers on my layout. I'm going to use memories at the top, and I'm going to use the fair. Now, we was in Hollywood Studios at Disney World in Florida. It's not fair, but I just felt that all the colours and the actual atmosphere was a bit like a fairgroundy. So I thought I'm going to use the fair title as my second title. So I go through my tags. I've cut all my tags out, and I go through and I choose this one that says Good Life, which gives a really nice pop of red, and it ties in the red from the red memories at the top. And then I go through all my embellishments, my bits and pieces, and find a few pieces that I think I'm going to use on the layout and put to one side. Half of them don't get put on, as usual. So when I thought, right, I need to start to stick it all down. So when I start to stick it down, you'll see me in a minute, I stick the photographs to those 6x8 papers, and I put them too far to the left-hand side. So I was struggling to get them up, so get the actual photomat up, so that I could tuck the red tag in the left-hand side. I'll show you in a minute what happens. I end up taking the photo mat, not the 6x8 papers, off the page, which came up quite easily, and then moved everything a bit towards the right-hand side. Just while you're watching me doing this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you've got any comments, please leave in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. In the description box below, there'll be links to all the products I've used over from A Little Magpie. Please also go and check A Little Magpie's shop. The inventory is amazing. Sarah gets products every week, so there's always something new for you to look at. So back to my layout. So I have put some 3D foam pads on the back of my photograph, again just to give it some dimension to my page, and then I position it over the two pattern papers, as you can see, and then I will stick that down onto my base layout. And like I said, I do end up having to move the photograph to the right hand side because there's no room. So I'm just going to stick this down here. And I'm, yes, using my T-square ruler. I can never say that word. My T-square ruler to try and get it straight. So here it is where I've realised that I've put my photograph too far to the left. So my idea was to trim down the tag. So I do trim down the tag and just neaten it up at the top. And it still doesn't work. I think I trimmed down it again off camera. I was debating whether to put it over the photograph, but I didn't want it. I wanted it to be tucked in. So I couldn't get the paper off, but I could get the actual photographs off, as you can see. So I managed to get the photographs off. And then I thought, should I put the tag to the right-hand side? But no, I think I liked it better at the left. So keeping the tag in place this time, I put the photograph down first, and then I could position the tag where I want it to go. Now with the tags, I always add 3D foam just under the hole so that it makes the top of the tag lift up from the page for when I'm putting ribbon in through the loop. So here I am, these are bits and pieces and journaling boxes. So I'm going to use this one that says happy and the foam sticker, phrase sticker that says memories. Again, I just want to add a bit more dimension, so I add some 3D foam to the top of that journaling tag that says happy, and I've been able to slide it in to the top of my layout, as you'll see in a minute. And then I'll just put the happy memories as a double title, not a double title, as a title. And then using that, I think it's a tent, isn't it? With a journaling, like a journaling piece with a tent top on it. Obviously I don't want the tent, so I've just added it to my layout and just put the piece I don't want on shore, tucked it underneath. And if you're just looking at the layout as is, you'll never know that add an additional piece on top. And then I put this piece from the bits and pieces, which says, welcome to the fair, come one and all, games, rides and food. And that's exactly what that area at Hollywood Studios is all about. It's a brilliant area, love it. And then the second title I've put down the bottom that says the fair. And on that foam sticker sheet, there were some black stars, so I've just dotted those around the page as well. So now it's come to do some added embellishment. This piece here, it says step right up. I was going to use that on my previous layout, so it still had the 3D foam on, so I just used it on there. And then I wanted to use one of these banners, but I didn't like the pointy fingers, so I just end up cutting the one that says awesome off. And just using that word again, adding some 3D foam to the back to give it some definition. So that is that. And I think the next thing I do is go onto the 12x12 sticker sheet. I think. Yes, so I've got the 12x12 sticker sheet. So on this one, I'm going to use some of these word strips. So I've got all happy days, it's gonna be a great day, and snapshot. I do put them to the left here, but they do move over shortly to the more or less into the centre and underneath the title, the fair, and in a different order than what you see on the screen. So I'm just moving them over now. I think they just look a bit better there, making sure I can move them without ripping the paper. Having another look to see what else there is I can use, and I think I looked for that arrow, but I don't end up putting it on. I was going to put it there at left hand side, but No, it doesn't suit. So I think, oh yes, so I'm going to use some of these enamel dots. I'll link in the description box below which one works well with this collection, which of the packets works well with this collection. And then again, I've gone through my little bits and pieces pack, and I'm just finding some circle elements. There's a circle with like a heart in the middle. So I found 3 of those, or I found 2 of those, and 1 from the sticker sheet. I've put a little duck at the top under near memories, and I also put another duck at the top of the tag that you'll see in a minute. And I'm just using my Nouveau Deluxe glue just to glue those down. I do find 2 balloons in this collection, so I do one flat onto the background, and the red one I just added again some 3D foam into the top just to give it a bit more dimension on the page. And that just go in the top, sort of overlapping what I've already put up there. So that's where I'm going to put that little duck. I just thought that was nice and cute and fun feature to put. And then I found the another circle heart. So I've got 3 circle hearts now on the page. 1 from the sticker sheet, 2 from the die cut pack, and just added it there. Again, keep on looking to see if there's anything else I can add. So here's my layout. So here's a few close-ups. So the memories, happy memories makes one title, and the 3D foam. The enamel dots and the black foam stickers. I also add one of those flourishes underneath my near my journaling bit, and the word strips, and I've cut down that red tag. I do off camera add some trim to that, as you'll see in the close-ups coming up. Thank you very much for stopping by. Please like and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any questions or comments, please write them below, and I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I can. Don't forget to check out our blog and see all the layouts that the team are creating this month, or every month. It's a great source of information. Thank you very much. Bye.